welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just making a video and I'm just explaining why I personally do not I would never have kids basically. Personally, I'm a firm believer in having kids because I really don't believe it's worth it. Like right now I'm spending time with children because of they're my family and such, so I must spend this time with them. And right now, I'm just realizing having kids is not worth it. Like, number one, kids be bratty, they be spoiled, they be entitled, and there be people who literally will spoil their kids to the point where they think that the world revolves around them, or you're gonna have to do things for them, or they have to literally depend on you and to be their caregiver. When I feel like that's a part of parenthood and whatever, because they don't really have the brain in them and they don't really know other things yet because of how young they are. But at the same time, there's a point in parenthood where you have to teach your children to independent, because you're not always going to be there for them. So you have to make them know how to do things for themselves, like cooking, cleaning, finances. Like they need to know those things so when they get older, they're not confused. Like they might not know everything, but they're not going to be an idiot when it comes to those things, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So, number one, childcare. Childcare is so expensive. I've heard so many stories of people having to send their kids daycare, and it's so expensive. And you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. And then, on top of that, and then there's some of the horror stories that they have at daycare, and it's just not worth it. Number two, responsibility. I do not want the responsibility of a kid at all, because you have to feed them, bathe them, clothe them, dress them, love them, nurture them, give them your time. You can't neglect them. You have to be there for them emotionally. And kids are very draining. They have so much energy that it just takes out of you. And the ones that misbehave, the ones that are loud, the ones that cry, the ones that scream, yell, throw temperatures. I personally don't have the patience for them, and just wouldn't do those little things that just annoy. I just want the patience for them. I have the time for them. My favorite part of that day is giving them back to their parents so they can deal with those kids. I don't want the responsibility of that. And the kids are expensive. Literally, you have to buy new clothes, diapers, all that stuff, milk. So freaking expensive. And then more to the responsibility of them. You have to make sure that they're okay. When you are at work and stuff like that, you have to make sure that they're okay, and you have to find a babysitter and all that stuff so they can take them off the bus, because again, they can't walk because they're not at that age, or you have to put them on the bus because they can't walk, they're not at age. It's just so much responsibility that I personally do never want to take on and don't want to take on. And every day I'm so happy to the fact that I see people with children, and I see the good parts of being a parent, and then I see all the bad parts. And for me, when I look at that, I'm kind of the bad parts of being a parent just outweigh the good to me, and it's kind of I don't want to deal with that. For me, I know that if I ever become a parent, for me, that's never gonna happen. I would be emotionally neglected by it, because I know that I want to focus on other things. I want to be able to do other things that you, as a person, if you have kids, you cannot do. You want to go on vacation, you can't do it because you have to make sure that your kid is okay. You want to go somewhere and your kid gets sick, you can't do it because you have to make sure your kid is fine. You want to do something, you have to check because that might not match up with your kid's schedule. You know? So many things that you could avoid if you just did not have kids, and you wouldn't have to stress. If they break something, they mess something up, there's another thing you're gonna have to pay for that. Who wants all that stuff? Just be child free. I'm just saying. I don't want kids. There's people that go, you have to reproduce and kids is good for the world and all this stuff. I understand you have to reproduce to meet people so they can become adults, so they can get jobs, so they can do this, so they can do that. I understand how the system works. But personally, I just kids are just so stressful for me. I don't like being around them. I'll be like, oh, this kid is cute, and kid's adorable, so cute, so adorable, so nice, da 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 da. And then after all that stuff, go back to your parents, please, and don't ever come back. And I mean it. My happiest time around being around kids is when their parents come and collect them. I think that's it. I don't want any part of it. But that is just enough for me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.